Hello, my name is Philip Kaplan. I'm a co-founder of Blippy. You know, when I first heard about Finovate, I thought it stood for fucking innovate, and I was like, sign me up. Turned out it was even better than everything I had imagined. Blippy is a social network where people share and discuss the things that they're buying. And today we are proud to announce the launch of our API. But before I get into the API, I'll give you a little bit of background on Blippy. So the original idea for Blippy came upon the realization that every time you pay for something, there's a potentially interesting conversation you could be having about that thing that you bought. So you could be buying a movie ticket or checking out a new restaurant. I'll show you examples from my stream here on Blippy. So these are the things that I'm buying recently. So yesterday I bought flowers. You can see I bought the flowers here, and then all the conversation that happens around the what about mom? All the flower conversations that happen around the different things that I'm buying. You can see there's one thing here that I thought was kind of cool that I just saw. So here, for example, I spent $11.72 at Amazon on a word game called Bananagrams, and you can see all the comments here from people who either love it or have never heard of it and are discovering it for the first time. And this is kind of the magic of Blippy. So we launched just a few months ago, and we're proud to announce that right now Blippy users are streaming more than $1.5 million worth of purchases every week, purchases just like this on the site. And one of the reasons that they're able to do that is because of the unique way that users can link their accounts from any e-commerce store to Blippy to make sharing of their purchases really easy. You can also connect credit cards to Blippy. So check this out. I am logged in here, and I'm going to click Zappos because I want to connect my Zappos account to Blippy. So what I do is I put in my Zappos login information into Blippy, and then underneath there are two privacy options. I can choose to automatically publish all of my Zappos purchases instantly to Blippy, or I can choose manual if I want to manually review each purchase before it shows up on the site in case there's maybe something I don't want to publish. I will, in fact, choose manual for this, and I'll click Link Account. I could also publish my purchases directly to Twitter if I want to. So anyway, my account is being linked to Zappos right now, and I'm going to go to a page on Blippy where I can, let's see, where I can link my, I can't scroll to the right here, where I can choose which purchases I want to show. Uh-oh. There we go. Perfect. Oh, darn. F-test. Okay, so here is the page where I can choose which purchases I want to show from a connected Zappos account. So here are my last 3 Zappos purchases. You can see shoes. I kind of always buy the same pair of shoes. And here's some socks that I got for my wife that I might not want to show up in my stream. I got them as a Valentine's Day gift, honest. I may not want to ruin the surprise, but also I think it would look kind of weird for this stuff to be on my screen, so on my feed, so I don't have to do anything, and that purchase is automatically hidden, doesn't show. Here you can see I spent $195 at Zappos on 3 pair of, I know, identical looking shoes. I'm going to share these, but I'm not going to publish the price. So these are now shared on Blippy without the price. And I can go down, here is my oldest purchase, $130 at Zappos. I'll share that with the price. So now anybody visiting my Blippy profile can see these shoes and can comment on them, and probably will. So let's talk briefly about the API that we're announcing today. Blippy's goal with our API is to help developers create hugely valuable and useful apps for not only the Blippy community, but also for their own communities and their own user bases. So let me get into some quick examples of how the API can be used. For example, imagine an application. When you get home from work, you pull up an application that tells you all of the recipes that you can make based on the ingredients that are currently in your refrigerator. We can do that. We're actually announcing integration with Safeway and Vons and many other major grocery stores as well, where you can connect your club card to Blippy, and then Blippy will know about the actual items that you're buying from the supermarket. Imagine also, for example, a customer loyalty application you could build that notices that you've been to the same coffee shop 9 times in a row and says if you go one more time, you'll get a free cup, something like that. An application where if you feel like watching a movie, somebody could build an application using Blippy data that shows you all of the movies that your friends have rented lately and what they think about those movies. And then while we're on the subject of PFMs and financial management tools that have been discussed today, imagine what those tools can do if they knew not only where people were spending, how much they're spending, but in many cases the actual items that they're buying and information about those products. Now, Blippy goes to great lengths to make sure that everything with regards to the API is secure, uses OAuth, and that users only share the things they want to share. So, for example, I don't want to share credit card numbers, but I do want to share some shoes that I bought, that kind of thing, on the site. We would love to hear what kind of things you could build using the Blippy API. If you're interested, see us after the show, and also go to developer.blippy.com to apply for access to our API. Thank you very much.